Back to this channel here. We are still working on the surface development of oblique solids, as we have worked on that of the oblique square prism, oblique cylinder, oblique cone. Now we want to work on the oblique square pyramid. That is what we want to do right now. We want to make the surface development of this oblique square pyramid. Okay, so as we have here, the distance from here to here is 56 millimeters across corners, and the height is 60 millimeters. The central line, or the center axis, is at angle 135 degree to this side, and then we have it to the 45 to this side. Okay, so the seam, that is where we are going to cut the solid from to spread it. We have it along here as XX. So let's go and see what we are to do first. So we are going to start with the construction of a square. Okay, we are going to start with construction of a square. So by drawing this horizontal center line, and then we are going to draw a vertical center line, a short vertical center line, as I have it here like this. Okay, all right. So then next thing that we are going to do is that since the distance across corners is given to us to be 56 millimeters, we are going to take a measurement of 28 millimeters on the ruler with the compass, 28 millimeters. So here we have this to be 28 millimeters. So here we have it to be 28 millimeters. Okay, then putting the pinpoint here to make an arc here. Okay, then we make an arc here, then we make an arc down here, and we make an arc here on this side. So we are going to join this point together. So we join this point, we join them together. So we are joining this point together. So we join these 2 points together with this, and then we also join these 2 points. So we join them together like this, and then we join these 2 points, we join them together like this. Okay, and then these 2 points, we join them together. So we have the square as we have it here. The next thing that we are going to do is to draw this elevation that is given to us. So we come up a bit and we draw the horizontal line like this, and then with the set square, we are going to draw a line from this point to touch the horizontal line, and from this point we also draw the vertical line to touch the horizontal line. So I'm going to number the points on this square. So this point, I'll call it point 1, this is point 2, this is point 3, and here is point 4. So then this will be point 1 prime. Okay, then this will be point 2 prime, comma 4 prime, and then we have this point to be point 3 prime. Okay, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to take our 45 degree set square. So we take the 45 degree set square and we set it at this point 24. So that we have to set at point 24, and then we draw it as a center line first. So we draw it as a center line first like this, and then so since we have that the height is 60 millimeters, I have to come somewhere around here, draw a vertical line up like this, and I will take a measurement of 60 millimeters on this line. This is 60 millimeters. Then I'm going to come to this point with my t-square, and I follow this point and then make a mark here. So this is the apex of the oblique pyramid. So I'm going to call this point, I'll call it point O here. So what I need to do now is that I'll be joining. So I'm going to draw a line from this point 1 prime, so connecting it with point O here, so which is the apex of the pyramid, and I'll also make this line, we'll make this line a thick line. Okay, so this line is a thick line because you can see this corner, and this line is also a thick line because you can see this corner. Then we also join this together, so making it a thick line at once. So we have this, so we join these 2 points together, making it a thick line like this. So we have this now. All right, so and then this base, we also make it a thick line like this. We make this a thick line like this. Okay, we have it like this. Now the next thing that I want us to do is to draw the plan of this oblique square pyramid. When we are looking at it from the top down, what are we going to see down here? So what we are going to do for us to produce the plan is that we are going to extend this line. So we extend this line a little bit, so forward to this side. Okay, so draw it to this side, and then we are going to draw a line So from this point here, from the apex of the pyramid, we draw a vertical line down here. So I'm going to call this point here, I will call it point O prime. So this is point O prime here. Then with my, I'm going to draw a line from this point 2. We draw a line from point 2. So we connect it together with this point. And then, so this line also, this line at 3. So we also make it a thick line. We make it like this. And then, so we also draw a line from this point 4, so we connect it to the apex of the pyramid here. So then what we are going to do now, this line will be a thick line. So this line will be a thick line. So make it a thick line at once like this, okay? Then this line also is a thick line. So we have to make it a thick line from here to here. So make it a thick line from here to here. And then so here we also make this a thick line from here to here like this. Okay, so we have this. And then so we also make this side of the square a thick line from here to here. And then this side of the square we also make it a thick line from here to here. And then so for this one, this part is covered, so we have to make this short dashes line. So make it short dashes line. It is hidden from us when we are looking at it from the top down. So we also make this also short dashes line like this. Okay, we have this to be the plan of the square pyramid, or oblique square pyramid, the plan of the oblique square pyramid. That this is what we have. Now let's go for the surface development of this oblique square pyramid. So what we are to do, we are going to draw a line from this point. So we draw it and we extend it to this side. So we want to find the true length of each of these, which we are going to use for the surface development. So let's call this point, let's call it point A. So this point here, we call it point A. Then we are going to take the compass. Okay, so we take the compass. So putting the pinpoint here at A. Okay, I will extend to this point 1 here. We extend to point 1 here. Okay, then we draw an arc like this. Okay, so we draw an arc like this. So this is point, this point is point 1. So this is point 1, and the true length of this line 1 is what we have on this side. So we draw this line, so we join it together. So we join this line with this line together with the apex of the pyramid. Then for 2, 4, so we put the pinpoint here at A. So pinpoint here at A, and then we extend to point 24 here. So this is point 24. Okay, so here we have point 24. So here we are going to draw. So we'll draw an arc like this. Okay, so we draw an arc like this. So this point is 0.24. Okay, so this is 2,4. So for the true length of 24, so we draw a line from here. So we join it together with the apex of the pyramid, and then so this is the true length of 24. Then last one is, okay, sorry, we put it at this point A here, and we extend it to point 3. Extend to point 3 here. So we extend to point 3, and then so we draw an arc like this. Okay, so we draw an arc like this. All right, so we have this. So I need to extend this line. I need to extend this line to this side. So we extend the line to this side. Okay, so this point is point 3. Okay, so when I draw a line from this point 3 to the apex of the pyramid, I have this line to be the true length of the for 3. Okay, so all these are the true lengths. So now let's go and work on the surface development of this square pyramid. So to do that, so we come up here like this. Okay, so coming up here, so I'm going to draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, then I'm going to call this point, I will call it point O prime prime. So point O prime prime. Then I'm going to take my compass and take the longest true length. The longest true length is O3. So take the longest true length O3. So take the longest true length O3 like this. Okay, so we have this. Okay. Okay, so this is the longest true length O3. So take this distance. So put the pinpoint here at point O prime prime. So at O prime prime here. Then draw an arc like this. So we draw an arc like this. Okay. Then as you know, so based on what I showed here, we are opening from this point, okay? That is at point 1 here. So this point is going to be point 1. So this is point 1. So what we have to do now, so the base is in square form. So take one length of the square. So take this one length of the square. So put the pinpoint here. It's a square pyramid. We are going to make some arcs here. So we are going to have one. Okay, this side, that's side 1, this is side 2, and then here we have this to be side 3, and then here is side 4. So we have this. So we have 1, so 1, so this will also be 1. So after 1, we move to 2. So this is point 2 here. Okay. Then next we have what we move to 3. Okay. Then next we move to what? Move to 4, and then back to what? Back to 1 here. So this is what we have. So what we are going to do right now, so the square base, so we are going to make this line, make it a thick line. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. Okay. So we just need to first of all join this point together with the apex of the cone, that is O prime prime. So we have O apex of the pyramid, not cone. Okay, we join them together like this. All right, so we join this together, and then so we also join this point together with O prime prime. So we have this. So what we are going to do now, so for the surface development of this oblique pyramid, so we take O1. So O1, which is the true length. Okay, so we take O1, then bring it here. So putting the midpoint at point O, we make an arc here for 1, make an arc here for 1. Then for 2, 4, so from point O to 2, 4 here, so O to 2, 4 here. So we have this distance taken. Okay, so we put the pinpoint at point O prime prime here, and then we make an arc on 2, make an arc on 4. Okay, then lastly, so lastly for 3, this is the point. You know, if you look at this line, is the longest true length which we use to draw this arc. So we don't have to take for 3 again. So what we have to do now is to connect this point together. So connect this point 1 and 2 together with a straight line, then connect 2 and 3 together like this. Okay, so we have this, and then we connect these 3 and 4 together like this, and we connect together point 1 and 4. So we have this like this. Okay, then so make this line, so make this line a thick line from here to here, and then make this a thick line. So from here to here, make this a thick line, and then make this line a thick line from here down here like this. Okay, then make this line a thick line. Okay, so from here to here, and then so lastly, so make this line, so make it a thick line from here to here. So here we have what? Here we have the surface development of this oblique pyramid. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. Thank you, keep on practicing, and God bless you.